Live from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with the Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good night. This is the GBN Television News for Friday, December 17th, 2021. In the headlines, adult male remains unconscious at the General Hospital following vehicular accident on Wednesday night, while in a separate incident, police search for driver recorded fleeing the scene of an accident. Labour Senator tells government to fix the link between the education system and the workforce. GBN brings Christmas cheer with its daily Tis the Season program. In tonight's GBN Entertainment, Rena Perry-Thomas brings the second part to the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip producer plans to utilize more Grenadian talent in 2022. Coming up in regional developments, Antigua and Barbuda count down to the end of the state of emergency. And in sports, Queen's Park Rangers retain National Under-19 Championship football title. The details of these stories and more are all up next. Stay with us.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products, or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
Good evening once again. Thanks for joining us. I am Blossom Alexis Welsh with the details. A 60-year-old St. David resident remains unconscious at the General Hospital following a vehicular accident on Wednesday night. And in another incident, the police have denied reports that a man caught on camera fleeing the scene of an accident was due to a police chase. Christelina John has been speaking with the Community Relations Department's head on incidents and accidents that occurred this week.
Amateur video footage that circulated on social media Wednesday night showed a male individual laying on the ground motionless. Earlier today, police gave confirmation on what occurred. An adult male remains unconscious at the General Hospital following a vehicular accident on the Maurice Bishop Highway sometime Wednesday. According to police, the individual struck by an oncoming vehicle is believed to be in his 60s and resides at Westerhall, St. David. Head of the Community Relations Department, Assistant Superintendent of Police Trevor Rodney, spoke to GBN via Zoom on Friday.
Well, of course, we can confirm that an accident happened at the Maurice Bishop Highway on Wednesday evening. And with the vehicle was involved, a pedestrian was struck and is now in the hospital. In fact, he's now unconscious, warded at the General Hospital. The preliminary investigation indicated that he would have stepped into the road while the vehicle was approaching. And of course, he was struck. Now that would have to be investigated to see how that fits in with what is required of the driver on the road with respect to his manner of driving. And then you can make a justification or a decision as to whether he violated the rules of the road and whether and he can be charged for any offense.
No arrest has been made. However, according to police, they have been in conversation with the driver of the vehicle.
The driver has been spoken to by officers, And as the investigation continues, he would be dealt with as the investigation unfolds. He is cooperating with investigators.
In a separate incident, another amateur video that went viral on social media on Friday showed one vehicle in motion slamming into what appears to be a parked vehicle and the driver fleeing the scene shortly thereafter, and many assuming it was a police chase gone wrong. However, head of the Traffic Department, Superintendent Randy Connaught, dispelled this notion, saying it was not a police chase. He explained what happened.
At 7:05 this morning, the Traffic Department received a call regarding an accident which occurred on the Tempe Public Road. Officers responded to the scene. However, on arrival, the driver of the vehicle that was involved in the accident was nowhere to be found. And up to this point here this afternoon, we are still in search of that driver of the vehicle to assist us with investigations.
The driver remains the missing piece of the puzzle as police sound an appeal to the general public to assist with any information that can lead to the identity of the driver and the investigation into the incident.
Some degree of damage to that vehicle which was involved in the accident. I can tell you that currently the matter is under active investigation. There are quite a couple of unknowns regarding this accident, as we are yet to have any discussion or dialogue with the driver of the vehicle. He has since fled the scene, and we are in search of the driver of that vehicle. So I would want to also take this opportunity to make an appeal to the driver of the vehicle to turn himself into the Traffic Department to assist us with this ongoing investigation.
The vehicle, which was abandoned, was taken away by police. Christelina John, GBN News.
The question put forward by Agriculture and Fisheries Senator Roderick St. Clair is, where is the plan for food security? Gerard Joseph has that story.
Senator Roderick St. Clair says he's left wondering if food security needs to become an even more dire issue for serious and real action taken to finally address the issue. While calling for a national committee on food security, Senator St. Clair notes that the Sustainable Development Plan purported to drive government's budget already speaks to what needs to be done.
Because the 2015-2030 National Agriculture Plan lay out the thing in such a way that it even give you an implementation matrix. I was shocked. I said, but wait. Down to the implementation matrix as to what to be done by when. For each of the different things. For food security, for export, for agro-processing. So then when I look at the Ministry of Agriculture plan, I look at the fisheries plan, I wonder, well, what is the connection? Have they been reading this thing?
The senator says the government has broadly stated that the 2035 plan is included in invest strategies and programs. It is found lacking in the actual documents.
So the impact that you want, we'll just keep wasting the money again. And then we say public servants, they don't get in output, but we tie up the thing. We tie it up.
Senator St. Clair says targeted food security plans within the budget must be the focus.
You may say, okay, these are the areas of focus. Poultry, pigs, beekeeping. You take 4 or 5 and say, this is what's going to fit in within our security plan. And then you get the GDB to coordinate that. You get the Ministry of Agriculture to provide the support and you connect them to the market. 5 or 6 stakeholders, it could be done. So the government, so the GDP know the money is not wasted. The government know the money is not wasted. You know where they are selling, and there is that whole holistic network.
The Agriculture Center impresses that building resilience via increased investments in the sector involving the diaspora is also covered in the 2035 agenda.
How do we get the diaspora to do all this funding and all this thing? And so yesterday I hear my dear Senator sister speak about the diaspora. But I think that needs to come out more. And if it's not on the agenda, then we need to pull it out, because why is that 2035 plan? Certain things you could do now. Don't leave it for later. Let's do it now. Because you'll create this sort of impact that you need downstream.
The senator has called for more detailed planning involving the 2035 Sustainable Development Agenda, while ensuring the public is made more aware of what the plan entails. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, private sector Senator Christopher Diali believes Grenadians do not want to eat what is grown locally, despite efforts to reduce inflation and the food import bill. Senator Diali says Grenada has become an inherent net importing country with an over 90% importation rate. Here's another report by Gerard Joseph.
From energy to food, private sector Senator Christopher Diali says Grenada has almost become solely dependent on imports. Senator Diali notes that it has reached a point that the consumption of imported products has become intrinsic to Grenadian culture.
And we import from yam to tomato to lettuce, even though we're growing it. We do it. And don't talk about the other stuff like cereals and so on and so forth. And the reality of it, we have been properly conditioned to eat those things. We don't eat roast corn and cornmeal and make cornmeal dumpling and grated corn and so on. We don't do that. You understand? We have been properly conditioned.
The senator believes that Grenada's net importing status is something that government cannot do anything about in terms of imported inflation. However, he says any reductions can easier be done in the livestock and fishing sectors.
Mr. President, I know last year going to Abato. I know Amanda is going to in a market and so on. A pound of pork is $9 for a pound of pork. Sometimes 10 and 12. Right? And 9 is a special price. Yes. 10 and 12. Why? Because the feed is so expensive to mine pigs. And we have not done anything from a local standpoint.
The private sector senator reiterates that the feed prices disparity between Caribbean agro to other islands must be addressed.
But when you hear farmers talk about feed coming out of Trinidad and other places for chicken rearing and so on, it is so much cheaper than what is afforded to us in Caribbean agro.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Senator Andrea Lewis says the link between the education system and the workforce is broken, which resulted in a deficiency of specialized areas in many sectors. Senator Lewis is calling for efficient planning when it comes to offering scholarships to address the issue. Rena Perry-Thomas tells us more.
Labour representative in the Senate, Andrea Lewis, says that over the years, Grenada has seen a gap between the workforce and the education system that needs to be addressed. He said that in many instances, individuals will receive scholarships to study only to return to Grenada to a job that is not aligned with their skills. Lewis, who was speaking in the Senate, is calling for better planning when it comes to offering scholarship opportunities to citizens.
Whenever we get scholarships, we need to ensure that the scholarships that we get engaged in are designed in such a way so that when our people come back, they can fit into that plan. This is where Labour wants to see us going. That will reduce unemployment. And in reducing unemployment, it also creates the avenue for unionization of workers as they look for representation.
Senator Lewis said between planning and investment in the country's human resource can result in the use of scholarships to build a circle of specialists in needed areas such as health. He also believes that creating attractive job offers to those who complete their scholarship will encourage persons to stay in Grenada.
It's an investment in the human people, the human resources. And there's absolutely nothing wrong in telling 4 or 5 people where you need highly specialized areas that you do not want people to get up like the nurses who are not made permanent, and the nurses have terrible working conditions, so they leave and they go. Let us invest in these highly specialized areas, guarantee these individuals that they will come back, get housing, get different allowances, make their life relatively comfortable so that they can stay here and serve the people.
More than $19 million in scholarship were awarded to Grenadian students in the year 2020. For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
This is Primetime Edition of News. Coming up, the second of 2 hotels promised for St. David is now being realized. That story next.
Thinking of what the perfect gift will be this Christmas? Gift yourself or a loved one with a mattress from Dean's this Christmas. Get 10% off on all size and make of mattresses. Find the perfect mattress for your sleeping pattern, whether firm or soft. We have the quality and prices to suit everyone's needs. Make the right choice this Christmas by calling 440-3240 or WhatsApp 419-9036. Season's greetings from the management and staff at Dean's Mattress, where quality is never compromised.
2050, 2050, 2050. That's our pledge to you. You get 20% of the purchase of 4 new tires at Premium Auto Services. And that's not all. You get an additional 50% discount on your wheel alignment. Wow! Now that's a deal. Additionally, you receive free wheel balancing service with the purchase of 2 new tires. It's a 2050 deal. Only at Premium Auto Services. Call today to place your order. 439-4000. Offer valid while stocks last.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Physical violence, threats, controlling behavior, and being disrespectful are no-nos in any relationship. Parenting together after a breakup can be difficult, but always speak and behave in ways you would want your children to speak and act. You cannot control what your ex-partner does, but you can control how you choose to respond to your ex and what behaviors you display to your children. Parents, display behaviors you will want your children to learn. A respectful child begins with you. Step up your parenting game. My family matters.
Christmas safety tips. Always unplug Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to sleep. Check your tree lights and outdoor lights for damage each year before you use them. Discard lights with frayed wires, loose connections, and cracked sockets. Do not overload your wall outlets or extension cords. Remind children never to touch lights or outlets. Select lights appropriately. Never use indoor lights outside or vice versa. Happy holidays from Grenlake.
Let's get tough on breed larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all people, 400 for police for them thieving fellas. To all farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report radio larceny, call 300.
Gifts of love with trend. Bringing love for you this weekend. Communal show with that weekend. With gifts of love with trend.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communal show with that weekend. With gifts of love with trend. Gifts of love with trend. Bringing love for you this weekend. Communal show with that weekend.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Bringing love for you this year. Communal showing that we care. With gifts of love with cheer.
You're already ill and have no time or energy to walk every which way to access your healthcare needs. So come to Spice Isle Imaging on the Carenage for a one-spot stop for all your health service needs. See our in-house doctor and get your meds from the pharmacy right on location. Digital X-ray, MRI, CT scans, mammography, ultrasound and laboratory services are also available. So for that moment when life makes demands on you, you can make demands on us. Visit us at Spice Isle Imaging, Carenage, St. George's.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
It's the season for all the merry get-togethers and favorite holiday festivities. So how much fruit is too much for Granny's delicious black cake recipe? Or how much paint do we need to fix up the living room? Did someone say punch the creme? Share it all on every device when you bundle. Add a postpaid mobile to your new or existing home services and save 50% off your mobile bill every month. Plus, get a free smartphone. Bundle now and get 10 times the chance to win over $100,000 in cash and prizes with Flow, the nation's only island-wide network.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Light up this Christmas with Republic. Come on and rise up for holidays with Republic.
Light up your Christmas with Republic Bank. Light up your home with renovations. Light up your driveway with a new vehicle. Even better, light up the faces of your loved ones with a loan from Republic Bank. Get up to $50,000 unsecured. Reduce interest rates, quick approvals, and win cash prizes with Republic Bank.
The holidays are here. Republic spreading the cheer. Come on and light up your Christmas with Republic.
Make this Christmas your brightest with Republic Bank. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the news. The second of two hotels that were promised for St. David is now being realized. Thursday saw the signing of contract documents between range developers and Intercontinental Hotel Groups, introducing the Intercontinental brand to St. David and, by extension, Grenada. Chrislina John has this report.
Parliamentary Representative for St. David, Oliver Joseph, claims the coming on stream of hotels in what is called the Virgin Parish is one of his many campaign promises coming to fruition. Not one, but two hotels in the same location. Lassages, St. David.
In my campaign, I promise one. I say at least I will get one because we have none. So I say at least during my tenure, I will like to see a 5-star hotel come to St. David. Just one. And one came, and a lot of my friends reminded me of the campaign promise I made of getting a 5-star hotel in St. David's. And then with the announcement that Intercontinental coming to St. David's and the same location, Lassages, both hotels, with a beautiful beachfront and an ideal location.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says he is heartened to see divestment taking place in other parts of the country. The PM anticipates that the construction sector will be boosted further in the coming year.
When we are able to see initiative by friends of Grenada, like Mohammed and others, looking to other parts of the country, St. David's, Oliver is right. I did not think in my lifetime we'll see a major five-star hotel, more so 2, in St. David's. That was not something you would have asked me if I had to predict. I would not have thought so. But it's so good to see this.
This new hotel is scheduled to start during the first quarter of 2022. Calling it an important milestone, Mohammed Asaria says they are happy to introduce Intercontinental brand to Grenada. Asaria promises to uphold the image of Intercontinental.
This announcement that Intercontinental is coming to Grenada is a display of confidence. It demonstrates our confidence in Grenada, its government, Grenada's tourism industry, Grenada's citizenship by investment offering. By reciprocity, it demonstrates Grenada's confidence in range as the government gives us the green light to proceed with our second hotel. We are trusted across the region, as Siobhan mentioned, because we deliver on our promise. No other developer in the CBI sector has opened even one hotel in the past decade through the CBI programs, and today we are embarking on our 4th.
He addressed one of the concerns raised at the inception of the Six Senses Hotel, which was public access to the beaches in the area.
Minister Joseph, I hope you will agree, we have integrated into the St. David's community and become part of society. The community has full access to the beach and all the relevant facilities. Thank you for your welcome.
Six Senses Hotel will, according to him, be open within the next year and a half.
As pertain the Six Senses, already our pre-opening work streams are underway, and very early in the new year, our operations team will be on island, starting the opening wheel. The opening of Six Senses will be transformative for Grenada's tourism product, and the flag for the second tourism capital of Grenada will be planted in St. David's.
Chrislina John, GBN News.
GBN is partnering with their corporate family to put a smile on many faces this Christmas season. The kickoff of its 'Tis the Season show not only gives viewers and listeners the chance to win many prizes, but to be entertained as well. Rena Perry-Thomas has this report.
Understanding the hardship and psychological strain COVID-19 placed on the Grenadian population, GBN, with the help of its corporate stakeholders, found a way to bring cheer this Christmas. Tis the Season is a family-oriented show that goes live daily on GBN from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon. It not only keeps you up to date on the many giveaway and discounts offered by businesses in Grenada, but gives you the spirit of Christmas feeling. Marketing personnel at GBN and co-host of the show is Janelle McDonald.
Oh, we've been having a blast on 'Tis the Season. Our intent was to spread some cheer. We know it's been a difficult year for a lot of people in Grenada as we dealt with an upsurge in cases during the pandemic. So we wanted a program that was going to be cheerful and light and just airy. We know there are a lot of issues in Grenada. There are several programs that take care of those issues. This program was specifically designed, just to spread the Christmas cheer, talk about family, talk about our food, talk about our children, the different things that make the season so special.
Already running for 6 weeks, many were able to win prizes, including children. McDonald spoke about the many giveaways so far.
Everyday promotions are rolled out on the program that people can save some dollars while enjoying the best of the season. And people have won meats, they've won wines, they've won digital credit, they've won products from Duty Free Caribbean, from Ace Hardware, from all our partners. They're really giving back, from Country Cold Store. I said I don't want to call names because every day somebody's winning something. There's always something to be won on 'Tis the Season.
There is no Christmas without music and other entertainment. So here is a short taste of what you can enjoy daily on GBN, featuring the Royal Grenada Police Force Band. you are not part of Tis the Season yet, tune in daily to be entertained and win prizes as it runs until Christmas Eve. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear Thomas reporting.
And let's get straight into tonight's GBN Entertainment, which is a continuation from last week on how some local soca artists are sticking their mark on the international arena. Their music was integrated into one of America's hottest reality television series. Rena Pear Thomas spoke with the producer, who is a Grenadian, Glenda Cox.
Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip follows several women from the Real Housewives franchise as they vacation together on the island of Tuck and Caicos. Executive producer of the show is Grenadian Glenda N. Cox, who said she always has that burning passion to somehow expose Grenadian talent to the world. She did just that by incorporating 5 Grenadian soca artists in her latest masterpiece, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, which has been the talk of the tongue for newspapers such as the New York Vultures. Cox spoke of her plans to utilize more Grenadian talent.
I was in Grenada for like the entire year until I had to come back and do the Atlanta reunion. And while I was down there, I've always thought of doing something, and I got like a local crew together, and those guys were amazing. And we shot what I call a pilot for a project that I would like to pitch, throughout to see if it could get bought by one of the streamers or one of the networks.
Cox is optimistic that her pilot production will hit the ground in 2022.
This is how it works here. You can't just shoot something and someone's going to grab it up. But everyone was amazed, the people that I've shown what we shot, and they were amazed. They thought that an American crew flew down there and shot that. But it was all local guys, local talent, and I know something's going to come of it. So hopefully next year.
The theme song for the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip show was written and sung by Hollis Mapp, Mr. Killer, making its mark on various platforms. Skinny Banton, Lednick, Valley Ned, and Vaughn are the remaining artists featured on the show. Here are some of the featured songs.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We make the whole place turn over. Look at the color of this water, girl. We make our type jump together. Hello. There they are. Ladies, how you move your body to the beat, I want the shortest. In the front of me, she tell me she have a man. Hey guys. Hey.
Okay, ready? Ready for an Island Zinna party.
This is off the theme track, that's right.
Oh, look, they have it. Look at this. Someone found out. Oh, the Real Housewives All-Star Vacation. They're showing her house. Oh, what a beautiful setting.
Hello, welcome to Waimara.
Wow, it's so pretty.
In other words, would you stop if you can't make the turn? Just stop if you can't make the turn. Baby, I don't wanna let you go. I wanna pull you closer. Don't know, say you are my type. Somebody who life is a thing you could only live once, you can never live twice. Just such is life. Just feel alive.
The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip is a 1-season, 7-episode-long American reality television series that started to air on the 15th of November on Peacock and Bravo. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear Thomas reporting.
And now let's turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Once again, here's Rena Pear Thomas, who has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
President of the Senate, Chester Humphrey, expressed his disappointment with the judicial system in Grenada, referencing the judgment delivered out to Trevinson Roberts for his crime against a 5-year-old boy. Humphrey said the judicial system has been a failure in this instance. GBN brought the story, and you, our online audience, took to the comment section to air your views. Ron Charles said, hope he knows that the matter was a summary offense in front of the magistrate. Therefore, her hands were tied. If he has a problem, take it up with the cop. When are you traveling to the U.S.? Remember, there are some unfinished business there. The young man will get what is due to him in the U.S. court, but how long can you run? Terence Millett commented, this is not the first case that justice was not served. It's only because America Justice took up the case you hear an outcry. The justice system in Grenada is a joke. We need a complete overhaul. Everyone involved with this case should be ashamed. I thought we are a Christian nation, but why when things happen the church is silent? The mother was in so much pain. No one listened to her, but karma got him in the end. Ron Rubin wrote, so why now he talking about it? It happened so long ago. Nothing was done about it. Kutain said, he only saying this because someone do something outside of Grenada. Look what they're doing to workers and he's supporting it. Look at pandemic and killing. And finally, Dennis Joseph commented, shame on you. This was not yesterday. Why everyone keep talking now, and this is not the first time things like that happen. That's a wrap for tonight's Buzz. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
And still to come from us, Justin's son appointed as the WTO ambassador to Grenada. More news is next.
Super Sunday! Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday in Grenada! Wow! And this year, it's gonna be online with a whopping $20,000 US. Yes, you heard right. $20,000 US to be won. Just get a ticket for only US $20 and you stand a chance to win. Get your tickets now from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. If you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, December 19th is Super Sunday. Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy T Virtual Bingo and win cash this Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Welcome to Voyager, your favorite home goods store. Visit us today at our upstairs branch for the best variety in curtains, bedside lamps, Christmas decor, throw pillows, blankets, bathroom sets, and so much more. Downstairs you will find all your home good items at the best prices. We hope to see you soon.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
With Republic Bank, light up your home with renovation. Light up your driveway with a new vehicle. Even better, light up the faces of your loved ones with a loan from Republic Bank. Get up to $50,000 unsecured, reduced interest rates, quick approvals, and win cash prizes with Republic Bank.
The holidays are here. Republic's spreading the cheer. Come on and light up your Christmas with Republic.
Make this Christmas your brightest with Republic Bank. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
It's the season for all the merry get-togethers and favorite holiday festivities. So how much fruit is too much for Granny's delicious black cake recipe? Or how much paint do we need to fix up the living room? Did someone say punch the creme? Share it all on every device when you bundle. Add a postpaid mobile to your new or existing home services and save 50% off your mobile bill every month. Plus, get a free smartphone. Bundle now and get 10 times the chance to win over $100,000 in cash and prizes with Flow, the nation's only island-wide network.
Welcome back. According to the December 17th CoinDesk's report, the government of Grenada has announced the appointment of Justin Sun as its new ambassador and permanent representative to the WTO in Geneva. Justin Sun is thus authorized and empowered to represent the government of Grenada at meetings of the WTO. Christina John tells us more.
His Excellency Mr. Justin Sun, a leading figure in the crypto and blockchain sphere, is best known as the founder of Tron, one of the world's largest and most popular blockchain platforms. Grenada is a key member of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, the CSME, and the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS. It is truly an honor to serve as the WTO ambassador for Grenada, says Justin Sun. I look forward to the opportunity to represent Grenada and work with WTO leadership to reinvigorate global trade in various ways, particularly the development of a robust digital economy internationally. With the appointment of His Excellency Sun as Grenada's ambassador to the WTO, the government of Grenada expects His Excellency Sun to use his contacts to promote trade, investment, and development opportunities for the country. To mitigate the economic impact of the pandemic, His Excellency Sun is expected to promote Grenada as a viable economic destination by introducing advanced tools and methods. And these changes could improve the marketing and promotion of this Caribbean country in the near future. Likewise, His Excellency Sun is expected to support the development of human resources, infrastructure, and information and communication technology for Grenada's government. He is expected to conduct himself in a manner that promotes Grenada's image at all times. Christina John, GBN News.
And now let's take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Have you ever wondered if you can eat while you are underwater? Well, luxury underwater restaurants are the most unique dining experiences in the world, and not every day you can say you ate with the fishes. It is a growing trend in the Maldives that enables diners to enjoy great food and incredible underwater views all at once. Imagine feasting on oysters amid the crystal blue waters or enjoying a cocktail with the company of a sea turtle. Well, our citizen journalist is looking forward to doing just that, as dining underwater is on their 2022 wish list. We thank our eyesore reporter for this exotic submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. The weather report and forecast is up next, followed by sports, regional and international news.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We are all essential in the fight against COVID-19.
At Courts, we're doing our part and we encourage you to stay at home, stay safe and shop online at www.shopcourts.com.
For added convenience, our Courts online customers will receive free delivery and get up to 20% off televisions, appliances and homewares. Plus, if you shop with Ready Finance, you will pay nothing down for 60 days. Now, you can stay home, shop online, and save.
Remember, do the essential. Wear a mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stop the spread.
If there was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now! We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carrico. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
This is the public weather forecast for the state of Grenada. Tonight's minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius. The weather will be partly cloudy and windy with some light to moderate early morning showers. Winds will be east-northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas will be moderate to rough with waves 7 to 9 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides will be low at 9:45 tonight and high at 4:15 tomorrow morning. On Saturday, sunrise is at 22 minutes after 6, sunset 13 minutes to 6. The weather will be partly cloudy and windy with some light to moderate showers overnight. Then on Sunday, sunrise is once again at 6:22 and sunset 5:47. It will be partly cloudy and windy with some light to moderate isolated showers, increasing in cloudiness and showers overnight. And then on Monday, sunrise and sunset 6:23 a.m., 5:48 p.m. respectively. The weather will be partly cloudy and windy with a few light to moderate isolated showers. And that's the weather report and forecast valid for tonight and the next 3 days. Stay tuned. Sports is next. Good evening, sporting fans. Tonight we kick off with football. In what can only be described as a one-sided domination, Queen's Park Rangers were crowned champions in the National Under-19 football tournament. A historical event that saw two St. George's clubs going head-to-head in a final in many years went in favor of QPR when they took on Happy Hill FC on Thursday night. Benjamin Etienne, who recently featured in the Gold Cup for the senior men's national team, displayed his prowess against his age group, scoring 4 goals as Queen's Park Rangers stomped its authority in a 6-1 thrashing. Here are some highlights from the game.
In the attack this time, just outside the 18-yard box. This is Etienne. Can't give him a chance. No. Etienne, he gets it and look at problems here for Happy Hill. And what a miss.
What a save after making a mistake like that.
They just can't afford to make such mistakes at the back. Here it is, testing the kicker and testing the goalkeeper. And it's an easy again. Getting the better of the exchanges in these moments. And this is Etienne here.
Oh, beautiful.
He was caught in an offside position, but the ball is into the back of the net. And this
already added one to his tally.
And it makes it simple. So you know, the middle territory up to the front. QPR now in possession here. This seems to be Etienne with it, and it goes into the back of the net. Etienne, number 7.
This was Happy LFC's first time in a youth tournament final. In the third place playoff, Paradise FC International defeated Hurricanes SC 4-0. Let's move now to cricket. 4 Ireland players and a member of the support staff have tested positive for COVID-19 ahead of their limited overs tours of the USA and the Caribbean. Pace bowler Josh Little, who is currently playing in the Lanka Premier League, has been called up to bolster the squad. According to a Cricket Ireland release, Barry McCarthy and George Dockrell tested positive during pre-series testing and were not part of the squad that arrived in Miami today. The duo are expected to link up with their teammates in the USA soon after completion of their isolation period and provision of a negative PCR result. Harry Tector and Gareth Delaney, already in Florida, having played in the recent US T20 Open tournament, returned positive tests for COVID-19 prior to joining with the squad and have begun their 10-day in-room isolation. Craig Young, meanwhile, was identified on the eve of departure as a close contact of a positive case. The media release stated under Northern Ireland guidelines, he was not permitted to travel for 10 days and must receive a negative PCR test before he can join the squad. Ireland are slated to play 2 T20 internationals and 3 ODIs against USA between December 22nd and 31st. They will then tour the Caribbean to face West Indies in 3 ODIs between January 8th and 14th and a one-off T20 international scheduled for January 17th. Meanwhile, all-rounder Hayley Matthews topped off an excellent campaign as she received the ICC's Women's Player of the Month award for November. Matthews had a stellar year for the West Indies women as she featured in the top 10 among bowlers and batters in one-day internationals. She took 18 wickets at an average of 22.44 runs per wicket, with the best bowling of 4 for 26 in Karachi as international cricket returned to Pakistan in November. She also made 380 runs, which included 1 century, 100 not out against Pakistan in Antigua in July. In 4 ODIs in November, 3 in the bilateral series against Pakistan and 1 in the ICC Women's World Cup qualifier against Ireland, Matthews scored 141 runs and claimed 9 wickets, including an excellent 4-wicket haul against Pakistan in Karachi. And that's a look at the sports news for now. Stay with us. Regional and international developments are up next. Tonight's regional news begins in Antigua. There is an assurance from the Antigua and Barbuda government that the COVID-19 situation will be reviewed every 7 days and action taken if warranted. The assurance has come from Information Minister Melford Nicholas, who has also announced adjusted measures to cover the Yuletide season. Ursel Charles Jr. reports.
While locals will no doubt be celebrating the impending end of the state of emergency and the subsequent lifting of curfew impositions, this country's government has warned against a false sense of security. In fact, Honorable Melford Nicholas has cautioned the government will be reviewing the COVID-19 situation every 7 days to determine appropriate COVID management protocols.
We will lift the state of emergency on Christmas Eve. We will also continue to monitor the environment for the Omicron variant, and we have the right, we have reserved the right to review these positions on a rolling 7-day arrangement.
The minister has advised, if necessary, Cabinet will reconvene to amend its position.
While yesterday represented the last of our scheduled Cabinet meetings, the Cabinet reserves the right to reconvene if there is a matter of urgent public attention that we should have to make certain other prescriptions.
Apart from more stringent travel protocols, Cabinet has also mandated the maximum capacity at any restaurant, bar or club. This will cover the period Christmas Eve until January 7 next year.
The attendance of bars and clubs and restaurants at a maximum of 150. The maximum of 150. Clearly, if the facility is too small to accommodate 150, clearly the public health officials from CBH will also regulate the numbers that can attend smaller facilities. But there are facilities that can accommodate upwards of 200 and 300. We are going to be dialing back those numbers.
The minister has also postulated government's dissatisfaction with owners and operators' subscription to the stringent screening protocols which should be in place. He adds the police and the Central Board of Health officials will be conducting major surveillance during the period. For ABS News, I'm Ursula Charles Jr.
Internationally, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson says he accepts full responsibility following a crushing by-election defeat. Earlier this week, 100 MPs from Johnson's party voted against his plan for stricter coronavirus measures. Al Jazeera's Andrew Simmons reports.
957.
Helen Morgan is now the MP for a centrist opposition party that smashed a 23,000 majority for Boris Johnson's Conservative Party.
The people of North Shropshire have spoken on behalf of the British people. They've said loudly and clearly, Boris Johnson, the party is over.
Johnson responded by saying he took full responsibility.
I totally understand people's frustrations. I hear what the voters are saying in North Shropshire, and in all humility, I've got to accept that verdict.
The Liberal Democrat Party, with its battleground headquarters in the grounds of a stately home, brought in activists from all over the country. A mile down the road, they quickly conquered the market town of Wem, the Conservative club, a desolate place in defeat. Talking to people here, and it's plain to see that this isn't just about public unease midway through a government term. It's about trust, political leadership, and one person, the Prime Minister. Dennis Prince voted Liberal Democrat not because it might be better for his business. He had been outraged by a Christmas party in Downing Street a year ago when his mother was seriously ill in a care home.
Not being able to visit her for a year had a very detrimental effect on my mother's well-being. And now we find that the people that were telling us to stay at home, social distancing, etc., when you find that they've been having parties at Downing Street and at Conservative HQ, then that's pretty hard to take.
This by-election was called after the MP, Owen Paterson, broke rules on lobbying. He'd been paid by 2 private companies to try to influence government policies. Paterson quit after Boris Johnson botched an attempt to save him from a suspension from Parliament. What's also weakened Johnson's authority is a rebellion by 100 Conservative MPs voting against the use of COVID passes. John Murray is a former Conservative mayor of Wem. He says Johnson is now a liability.
Basically, he hasn't got the backing of the party anymore, really. There's an awful lot against him. He says one thing one day and does totally the opposite the next day.
The Conservatives are likely to review the way they govern when Parliament returns from the Christmas recess in the new year. There's little political cheer for Boris Johnson right now. Andrew Simmons, Al Jazeera, Wem in Shropshire.
And finally, the Philippines is counting the cost of Typhoon Rai, which killed at least 12 people and left a trail of destruction. Winds blowing at 195 kilometers per hour downed power lines and destroyed homes, forcing hundreds of thousands to seek safety. Here's Al Jazeera once again.
More than 24 hours since Typhoon Rai first made landfall in the Philippines, and many areas remain cut off. Government leaders admit they are struggling to get an accurate picture of the typhoon's impact in Negros and Surigao provinces. In the town of Maribojoc in Bohol province, rescue operations are still underway. Local government workers there say at least 20,000 families have already been evacuated from their homes, and many more are in desperate need of rescue. Evacuees can't stay in temporary shelters for too long because of COVID-19 restrictions. Social distancing in packed evacuation sites is difficult to implement. Many say they are more worried about the long-term impact of this devastation. Millions of Filipinos are already bearing the brunt of the economic recession. They fear the latest typhoon disaster could obliterate whatever livelihood they have left. The government has pre-positioned aid and military as first responders across the country, but many communities remain cut off that officials and even aid groups are still struggling how and where to send aid to those who need it most. Typhoon Rai devastated huge parts of the Visayas and the Mindanao regions. These pictures show extensive damage of the international airport in Cebu. Power and communication lines are down, and some hospitals are reported to be damaged. Even for a country often hit by natural disasters, this damage is being seen as unprecedented. Jamela Alindogan, Al Jazeera, Manila.
And that's your regional and international news. For now, stay with us. A recap of the headlines is up next. And now let's look back at what made news tonight. Adult male remains unconscious at the General Hospital following vehicular accident on Wednesday night. In a separate incident, police are on the lookout for a driver recorded fleeing the scene after hitting parked vehicles this morning. Labour senator tells government to fix the link between the education system and the workforce. Justin's son appointed as the WTO ambassador for Grenada. The second of two hotels that were promised for St. David now being realized. In regional news, Antigua and Barbuda count down to the end of the state of emergency. And in sports, Queen's Park Rangers retain National Under-19 Football Championship title. That's the end of GBN News for Friday, December 17th, 2021. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. On behalf of the entire news team, I am Blossom Alexis Welsh. Have yourselves a safe and enjoyable weekend.